not really a big face filter app person because I think they look so fake on me, but these are getting so good. This is terrifying.
Wow, filters are nothing new on social media. They range from the obvious ones like the OG dog filter to the more subtle ones that work a little magic on your appearance. Well, this new filter you see here on this young lady is somehow both of these. It transforms your face, but it is subtle in how realistic it looks. Experts are now warning this filter and others like it threaten our mental health. Joining me now to explain is Dr. Don Grant, the National Advisor of Healthy Device Management at Newport Healthcare. Thanks so much for joining us this morning, Doc.
Thank you.
Let's get into this because these filters do a number on people my age. So I can only imagine what they're doing to adolescents. Can you talk about the effect? There's a glamour filter. There's also a teenage filter. And talk about the ways they promote unrealistic beauty standards.
Sure. And, you know, we all want to look good. I don't think there's a problem with that. The problem is with these filters and filters in general is the message being sent to us and especially to a teen is, I'm not good enough. And then it also has them really be able to look at the things about their face they don't like and then change them. The big problem for me is that these are only online. So they're not able to take these filters into real life or IRL, as the kids say. And so I think that that is a problem as well. It's so hard to be a teen, and especially with social media, with comparing and despairing, that now to add on filters and say, oh, fix the things that you don't like about your face. I don't like that messaging.
Yeah, it is hard to be a teen these days. It was hard enough to be a teen in my day because magazines, of course, were photoshopping people, and that created those unrealistic beauty standards. But talk a bit more about how bringing this to social media, this unrealistic beauty standard through these filters is creating a greater sense of risk for teenagers these days.
Sure. Well, it's a little concerning anyway, because the CDC just released its youth risk behavior survey. And what it showed is 57% of teen girls are reporting experiencing persistent sadness or hopelessness. Now, I'm not going to say that social media is the cause for this, but I'm just going to point out that we started to see a real struggle with anxiety and depression, especially in teens, starting in 2012. And you know, Instagram was launched in 2010, Snapchat in 2012, and then we started to see a disruption in teen mental health. So these filters, and I'm looking even at the images you're showing now, I work with teenagers who are telling me they want to get plastic surgery, they want to get Botox, but again, you know, the Instagram filters and the Snapchat filters and the things where you could stick out your tongue and have a rainbow, those are fun.
Right.
But these are just giving kids and adults an unrealistic sense of who they are. But I really want to reinforce the fact that what it's doing is having anyone who looks at them really do an assessment of their face for right now and then change the things they think they don't like. I think that's really dangerous.
Yeah, it sounds very dangerous as well. So I think a lot of parents right now are probably asking this question. What can I do to help my teenager? What are the coping mechanisms for the teenagers who are feeling these insecurities because of these filters and these apps?
Sure. Well, I think always talking to your kids about it. I tell parents, a lot of whom are what we call digital immigrants, meaning, and I'm one, and they didn't grow up with all of this. So a lot of times parents really don't understand what any of these things are, social media, these filters. So the first thing is I really strongly encourage the parents look into it. What are these things that your kids are playing with and using? And then talk to them about it. One of the things also is listen to them. Invite them into conversations. Don't tell them what to do. You'll get the inevitable eye roll. But if you ask them about it, I think they'd be really, really excited to try to teach you something. Ask them their thoughts. Ask them if they've ever seen people who maybe look a little different in real life than they do on social media and what their thoughts are about that.
Yeah, like you said, the eye roll and the sides are inevitable, but words are powerful. And I think the more parents encourage their kids to look beyond just their physicalness and their appearance, I think that'll help this issue as well. Dr. Grant, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you. Have a good day,
You too.
Chicago.